not how long you stay, it's how much love you leave behind. The letting go, that's the key. The letting go will set you free. The tighter you hold on, the harder it goes. The more you let go, the tighter you hold on, the harder it goes. The more you let go, the easier it flows.
I love with the heart of God within me. I sing with the voice of God within me. I rest in the peace of God within me. Everything, everything praises God within me. I know with the mind of God within me. I pray with the faith of God within me. I trust in the power of God within me. Everything, everything praises God within me. I am a safe and loving place, born of beauty and amazing grace. I laugh with the joy of God within me. I shine with the light of God within me. I am who I am 'cause of God within me. Everything, everything praises God. Everything, everything praises God. Everything, everything praises God within me. the light on. How Mama, Papa do leave the light on when I'm coming home to you. I get scared in the dark at night when I can't find my key. So leave the light on for me. Tuck me in, babe, just like you always do. Tuck me in, babe, so tight and close to you. 'Cause I get cold in my dreams at night and reaching out for you. So tuck me in, baby blue. Do 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 give me love, love. I say to all of you, give me sweet love, and I give it back to you. You get tired and you fall down, I bend over and pick you up. So give me love, love, love. Give me love, love, love. Leave the light on. How Mama, Papa do leave the light on when I'm coming home to you. 'Cause I get scared in the dark at night when I can't find my key. So leave the light on for me. Leave the light on for me.
Good morning. We got a little bit more snow this morning, so I think people are kind of managing that and getting in the door a moment or two later than usual. But I wanted to thank Ellie and George and John and Stephen for being here today. Thank you so much. And let me know if you have a name for your little band of of musicians. So, but welcome to Unity Columbine Spiritual Center, where centered in God, we celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance for all. And let's all stand for our first joy song.
Christmas is knocking on our door, and what does it hold in store? Gifts of belonging for me and for you. Just like the Christ child in the manger, do I do? Do I do? Oh, Christmas is a time for love. Love, 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 love. I'm talking about Christmas is a time for love. Joy and belonging and love, love, love. I'm talking about Christmas brings peace, Christmas brings joy. Maybe even a few gifts and toys. What I really see is the Christ in you, the Christ in me. Viva Pia, Christmas is a time for love. Love, 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 love. I'm talking love. Christmas is a time for love. Joy and belonging, love, love, love.
Jeannie.
We're moving a little slow this morning.
You can just stand right here with me. You can come up or you can stay right down here. Perfect. Awesome. Good morning. If there's any other kids out there, we'd love to have you all come up. I think we have some that are out in the foyer there. But anyways, it is December, you guys. Happy December. I know. And we are starting in with all of our Advent. We're going to even talk about what Advent is, because that's a whole nother... Hi, Piper, you want to come up? Come on up. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, there's a lot. So next week is our Precious Child. It's our family service project, and it's the whole congregation. We're all going to join together. So there's information. You'll hear more from Ann. And for our families, though, we have a flyer that we're passing out. And right after the service next week, we'll meet in Foss Hall, and we will stuff stockings. And hopefully you guys can go shopping or look in your houses and find toys for whatever age you might want and bring them. It's really fun. It's really festive. And it's a beautiful way to give back to our community. And that's one of the ways that I think we grow the deepest is by service. So I'll let you bless us out.
We love you.
We bless you. We appreciate you. We see the Christ you are.
Peace, peace, peace on earth and goodwill to all. This is a time for faith. This is a time for joy. Now let us all sing together of peace, peace, peace on earth. Hope, hope, hope on earth and goodwill to all. This is a time for love. This is a time for joy. Now let us all sing together of hope, hope, hope on earth. Love, love, love on earth and goodwill to all. This is a time for peace. This is a time for joy. Now let us all sing together of love, love, love on
And now we settle ourselves for prayer and meditation, which today will be led first by additional music and then by our prayer chaplain, Lena Perez. So take a deep breath and settle in.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today. it's time to snow. Don't need to teach a seed to grow. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Life is like a gift, they say, wrapped up for you every day. Open up and find a way to give one of your own. It seems so exceptional that things just work out after all. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Sun comes up and shines so bright and disappears again at night. It's just another ordinary miracle today. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
Let us pray. Softening your eyes and bringing your gaze inward. Feel your physical body in this space. Take a deep breath into your physical body, allowing yourself to rest and relax in this moment. Allow yourself to feel these feelings of gratitude bubbling up. Gratitude for this moment to be here together in community. And as we take a deep breath in together as a community, we feel our collective power. We take a deep breath in and out. We are united in our breath. We bring our inner eye to the spirit within, this essence of God that lives inside of us, the divine spark of oneness, connecting us all with our breath. We remember that we are more than physical. We are spiritual beings, each and every one of us with a unique purpose, path, gifts, joys, challenges. We remember as we step forward on our path this Advent season, we step forward with remembrance. We step forward with faith. We know that we are nurturing this inner light. And as the days grow darker, we allow this inner light to bloom even more. Each night when we light a candle, we feel this flame burning brighter and brighter. We connect more and more with our unique divine essence and allow our goodness to shine through into the world. Take a deep breath into this divine light that you are. We give ourselves permission to tune out what we don't need in our lives during this season. We give ourselves permission to tune in to what is important within ourselves, within our families, within our friendships, and within our relationships. We have faith that we are all moving in a direction of oneness, unity, love, and gratitude for this gift of life. Take a few moments to sit in the silence, and as we do so, we remember all the folks in our prayer box and on our prayer list, and join them in our breath of oneness. Amen.
The light was shining in my eyes before I closed them, and all the dreams I had the night before came back. The faces that I'd seen looked so familiar, but they're just strangers. I haven't met them yet. I know the morning is wiser than the evening. I know that wrong or right can sometimes look the same. So many things I know, but they don't help me. Each day I open up my eyes and start again. The light comes shining in my eyes. 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 So many stories I want to tell you. I wish that I could show you the many things I've seen. You and your daddy, you both look like poets. Your eyes are open wide while you are in a dream. I know the morning is wiser than the nighttime. I know there's nothing wrong, I shouldn't feel so down. So many things I know, but they don't help me. Each day I open up my eyes and look around. The light comes shining in my eyes. 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 Are closed now. Count the stars inside your mind. Count the breaths. Count the heartbeats. Count the sounds of life. The light was dreams I had the night before were gone. The faces that I'd seen looked so familiar, but I forgot them all when I saw the sun. I know the morning is wiser than the evening. I know what happens in between. So many things I know, but they don't help me. Each day I open up my eyes and it begins. The light comes shining in my eyes. The light comes shining in my eyes. The light comes shining in my eyes. The light comes shining in the light. The light. The light. The light. The light. The light.
Whoop, there we go. Hey, can you hear me now? Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Wendy Burrows. For those of you who I haven't met, I am a Unity minister and used to serve as associate minister here for several years, 13 years ago, maybe longer than that, actually, 13 and a half years ago. And it's great to be back here today with all of you. So I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be here especially on this first Sunday of Advent. I love the Advent season. And Advent in Unity is a time of spiritual preparation for us, a time to prepare to give birth to that Christ spirit in us, that light within, in a new way, and bring it forth into the world. And so during this time of Advent, we focus on the qualities of hope, love, peace, and joy. Hope, love, peace, and joy. And as we nurture those qualities, we give birth to that divine, pure potentiality that's in each one of us and bring it to light in the world. And for me, this is a special time. And I don't know if any of you have worked with the beautiful little Advent booklets that Unity puts out each year, but it's a wonderful guide through the Advent season, daily readings and reflections to sit with and to guide us on our journey to birthing that light into the world. So Advent is a time to be pregnant with possibility. Yes? To bring those divine ideas that percolate in us and that our intuition gives us, that voice of wisdom within gives us, to be pregnant with that and to birth it into the world, to birth that potentiality into the world, and to nurture that spirit within in such a way that we're creating a healthy womb for our gifts, right? A healthy womb to bring our light to the world and to birth it into the world. So I was talking with someone recently about kind of the different perspectives and different ways to create our Christmas time. You know, we all create that experience differently. And what came to mind are a few questions to contemplate of, how do I want my Christmas experience to look this year? What do I want that to look like spiritually? How do I want to create that such that I am bringing forth that new consciousness, that new awareness? And what's the hope and desire on my heart, on your hearts right now, that you're wanting to bring forth in your life? And not just during this Christmas period, not during Advent, but in the new year as well. What's that hope and desire that's calling you right now and wanting to be birthed through you, uniquely as you? So this week, our focus in Advent is on hope and faith. And often, I've been doing quite a dance with hope recently. So, it's looked a little bit more sometimes like a wrestling match or a divine 2x4. But I wanted us to dive into hope today. And sometimes often in the past, I've focused on faith for this Sunday. But I think we need to I'd like to take a deep dive today into hope, because it's a very important precursor to faith. It's that part of us that draws us into faith. Hope is that precursor, the doorway to a deeper faith and a deeper experience of faith. So we're going to dive further into hope today. Why? Why do we need to kind of dive into that hope for ourselves today? Well, as Martin Luther King Jr. said so poignantly, he said, if you lose hope, somehow you lose the vitality that keeps life moving. You lose that courage to be, that quality that helps you go on in spite of it all. And so today, I still have a dream. Powerful words. Because we do, when we lose our hope, when we misplace our hope, we lose that vitality. We lose that momentum to move forward in our life. So hope is always there within us to access at any time. But it requires vigilance, doesn't it? To keep sight of it, to keep focused on that beauty of hope in our lives. Because it's so easy to kind of get focused and overwhelmed by all the needs of our world as we're focused on that. And instead, we also have to keep that in mind and keep our focus on that light, those points of light in our world, that hope that is there for us to bring forward. When we lose sight of hope, when we turn away from our hope, we're disconnected from spirit. When we lose sight of our hope, we're disconnected from spirit. Charles Allen reminds us, when you say a situation or person is hopeless, you're slamming the door on the face of God. When you say a situation or person is hopeless, you're slamming the door on the face of God. Now, I don't know about you, but I know I have slammed the door on the face of God many times in my lifetime. I'm guessing we all have, probably unconsciously, through our fear, through our self-doubt or our doubts, through our worries, through all of that, we unconsciously slam that door. Slam the door on that intuitive voice of wisdom, that God voice that's those whisperings that are calling us forward. That happens, doesn't it? I almost did it in the last month, so I'm going to tell a story on myself. I almost slammed that door. So for those of you who know me, I've been a Unity minister now, an ordained Unity minister for 21 and a half years now. Yeah. It's been an awesome journey. I love my eclectic career because I've been an ordained Unity minister for that long. 13 and a half years ago, I became a certified coach, and so I have been a certified coach and had my alternative Unity ministry, Live Your Greatness. And the last 4 years, I've had the opportunity to do a lot of leadership and development and personal and professional growth workshops and coaching in the corporate world, in addition to my ministry and also coaching work through Live Your Greatness. And what happened I had an interesting journey with hope the last month because I I've been coaching and facilitating for the 3 years for a big bank. And that kind of came to an end. And I took on this new contract, and the new company wanted me to form my own company, LLC, to work with them. And boy, was I resistant and up against it. I did not want to go through that whole process of doing it because I had always, worked for the other organizations or companies. And I could feel myself sort of slamming the door, right? All the reasons why not, justifications, excuses, all of that. Right? So I go screaming and kicking to my accountant, get my questions answered, and go home, make it happen, do the whole setup of my LLC, and voila, great LLC, and voila, I'm all of a sudden a CEO. Thought, done. Done, okay, yeah, whatever. I do my ministry, I do my coaching, I do this, and it all works together. It's all spiritual principles, right? So done, check that off. So Spirit creeps in and gives me little nudges, starts telling me through people and experiences and little moments that I have, no, Wendy, there's more here for you. What would it be like to not only wear your minister hat and not only wear your coaching hat and not only wear your mom hat, but also to wear your savvy CEO hat? Like, wait, what? No, I don't think so. But I sat with all of that and, allowed myself to let it percolate. And what Spirit said is, Wendy, what would it be like to have all of the above, to create that beauty in your life in so many ways, to use your gifts in so many ways? And so in that moment, I realized what hope really stands for. You ready? Hope stands for heart open, proceed expectantly. Heart open, proceed expectantly. We might not be ready to hear what Spirit has to say sometimes, like, oh no, God, don't make me do it. I've had a lot of those moments. And then it's okay, heart open, proceed expectantly. Heart open, proceed expectantly. So from the ashes of my frustration and resistance and all of that came these sparks of hope. The flame of hope started to become a fire within me and allow me to have a bigger experience of my Christ within. And that's what the journey is for us right now. Right now during this Advent season, well, any day, but especially right now, is the journey is, no matter what the possibility is in our lives, wanting to come forward, to really nurture it with our hearts open and proceeding expectantly, even though we don't know where that journey is going to go and what it's going to look like and what challenges and obstacles we're going to face along the way. Heart open, proceeding expectantly. And hope is key to that because hope leads us to the divine. Hope is that part, that it's our longing for the divine. It's our longing for to connect with the divine Spirit within. And it guides us back to our true nature. It guides us back to that Christ self within. And when we fan that flame of hope within, we nurture that Christ Spirit, that light that we're supposed to bring to the world. So it's funny, I was looking all over in books and on the internet and different places for stories that would really kind of illustrate what I was called to talk about today around hope. And what do you know? It was right there in front of me, an age-old story that's always been in front of us, that's part of the Christmas story that kind of leapt out at me. And I saw the story of the 3 wise men following the star to go meet and give their gifts to the baby Jesus in a whole new way and in a kind of at a deeper level. This as I was exploring it. So I want us to look at hope through the lens of the 3 wise men today. And in Unity, we look at all the stories in the Bible metaphysically. So we look at events and people and things and experiences and stories in the Bible as states of consciousness that we go through on our spiritual journey. So all of those things are happening within us as we grow spiritually and evolve and awaken and become more and more spiritually aware. So let's look at the three wise men following the star. So what is that star guiding us? What does that represent? It represents our intuitive voice of wisdom, of divine wisdom within. That star guides us. It's a symbol of hope, right? It's our intuition, and it's a symbol of hope. And it's that divine knowing in us that carries us forward, that calls us forward. And we've got to make that inner journey. Follow it. I mean, we don't have to, but life's not pleasant. There's so much more richness in our life when we listen to our intuition and when we follow it. So what about the three wise men of the East? The three wise men represent the wisdom within us that we've accumulated in our soul through the ages, through eternity. It's that part of us that knows that we know that we know. You know that part, right? That part when you're totally connected with Spirit and you listen and you know that you know that you know. And so the wise men, they follow that intuitive voice to find that Christ, that light in the world, and to celebrate it, to carry forth the gifts, to bring forth gifts. What are our gifts? The spiritual resources, right? Our spiritual resources, the richness of Spirit, the beauty of Spirit, the eternity of Spirit, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, to bring those forth to the world. So I ask us to consider during this Advent time, what's your inner star right now that's guiding you? What inner star is calling you to bring your gifts to it? What inner star is calling you to bring your gifts to it? Who knows what precious forms hope might take as you bring that into reality this Christmas season? It could be repaired relationships. It could be an inspired idea to get through a challenge you've been really wrestling with. It could be a new job. It could be a promotion. It could be a move. It could be starting something new or a new creative idea. But really looking for, what is it? What is that star that's calling you to bring your gifts? And how do we fan that flame of hope? How do we fan that this holiday season? Heart open, proceeding expectantly. Heart open, proceeding expectantly. So Sarah Patterson, in her book, The Hidden Power of the Heart, wrote, "Hope is a higher heart frequency. And as you begin to reconnect with your heart, hope is waiting to show you new possibilities and arrest the downward spiral of grief and loneliness. Listening to the still, small voice in your heart will make hope a reality." Listening to the still, small voice in your heart makes hope a reality. Isn't that true? When we really listen, then we can proceed expectantly, can't we? When we catch hold of that divine idea and that seed of truth, that seed of possibility, and bring it forth into our lives, we proceed expectantly. And we follow that inner wisdom that guides us to that light that's wanting to be birthed into our world. So accessing that wise men consciousness means taking the steps we're called to take, even though we don't know where we're going, and even though we don't know what we're going to face along the way, and even though we don't know exactly where we're going to end up. Accessing that wise men consciousness means taking the journey anyway, doing it anyway, even if it calls for maybe a little bit more of our spiritual grit, if you will, and devotion, if you will. So here's a word of caution, though. On our spiritual journey, think of the wise men. What happens to them? Well, King Herod gets word of them following the star and going to visit the baby Jesus, and he summons them. And he says, when you find Jesus, in a very sweet way, right? Oh, by the way, when you find Jesus, let me know where he is so I can go pay homage to him. Not so much, right? So the Herod in us is there too. The Herod in us is that ego part of ourselves that's about controlling or power or greed or having it be a certain way or all the limiting beliefs that swirl around in our heads that want to squash or to destroy that light that's wanting to come forward in the world. So we have to be really mindful to not let that summon us, first of all. And the wise men, they didn't return to report to Herod. What did they do? Well, they were informed in a dream to take a different path, And so when we catch ourselves in those beliefs that get in our way, that squash our dreams, when we catch ourselves wanting to be captivated by those, that's our moment to take a different path, to follow what's calling us truly and to bring our gifts that way. In fact, Charles Fillmore, our co-founder in Unity, wrote, "We must be on guard against this subtle sense mind and take tender care of the little innocent new idea that has been born down deep in our heart. We must not give it over to the keeping of Herod." Let's not go there. Let's not give whatever's wanting to come forth in us as God potential. Let's not give it over to the keeping of Herod this holiday season. Let's really focus on moving forward. So Jesus, as he grew older and as a master teacher, what did he encourage us to do? He encouraged us to become like little children in our faith, didn't he? So I'm inviting us this Advent to really step into the light of hope, into our flame of hope and faith, like a little kid. So think of this Advent period like an Advent calendar. You know, the ones where you open up the little door and you get a piece of chocolate or there's a picture there, right? So let's make each day of Advent, approach it like a little kid, expectantly, like, ooh, I wonder what gift and what door of opportunity is going to open to me today. Am I going to savor it and feel the sweetness of it? Am I going to see the picture and catch hold of that dream or whatever it is? But opening the door of possibility each and every day like a little kid, in awe and wonder and joy and curiosity and excitement and anticipation and expectancy, to open it up in that way. We might also kind of do the reverse of that. I have an Advent calendar at home that has little drawers, and we've put slips of paper in each drawer that's an act of service, like a simple act of service that we can do each day, whether it's opening the door for someone or giving a gift or picking up a coat for someone that's dropped on the floor, or whatever it is, going to give food or whatever the act of service is and kindness is that day. So we can also approach our inner Advent calendar from a place of giving, both receiving and giving spirit, and see what doors of opportunity open up to us through that spirit of hope. So let's go forth this Christmas time, this Advent season, with our hearts open, proceeding expectantly, and see what possibilities emerge for us in our lives. So we'll go forth with hope, and so it is. Amen.
When the stars come out at twilight, just as the sun sets, with the taste of the day not quite ended yet, mixed with shadow and with light. We could not have the day if it wasn't for the night, with all this nuance and this beauty. Souls who've taken flight, it's no wonder there's such mystery, sometimes pain and flight. But hold on to the light, keep it in your sight. Remember to sing Je t'aime lullabies, like lanterns floating towards the sky, or setting love like night. Oh, hold on to light. Groping through the darkness, trying to find the source of your true north, leaning in to realize it's not in hiding, but becoming all that you're meant to be. Reach inside and realize you are the light. So hold on to the light, keep it in your sight. Remember to sing Je t'aime lullabies, like lanterns floating towards the sky, offsetting love like night. Hold on to light.
Thank you, Ellie, John, and Stephen. And most of you know I love lyrics, and the one you sang a lot today about the light, and possibly the light feeling dim. And then in this song, what really caught me was realize, I'm not remembering the exact words, but realize that you are the light. Thank you for that. Thank you. That's especially meaningful for me today because my niece died a few weeks ago, and today is the memorial service. So help me feel the light, please. It's a tough time. So let's start by saying our purpose statement together. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. And one of the ways that we do that, among the many other ways, is that we can support Columbine financially. And then that helps us not only to manage everything that happens here, because we are self-sustaining, but also allows us to do outreach to the greater community. And that is one of the ways that we grow. So we're very grateful for that. And you can give online, and you can also, send a check. But you're welcome always to place your offering in the offering bag as it moves through the sanctuary. So let's say our offering blessing together. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. And we are very, very grateful for your presence here and also for the presence of those who can't join us in person, but who do join us online. So let's turn and give them a welcoming wave. We're so glad that you're able to join us this way. And also, if you can watch later, that's also another gift of this technology. So last week, you remember what the tree looked like? Does it look a little bit better today? So for those of you who weren't here last week, the tree was not decorated, and the lights were on the top third and the bottom third, and the center was dark. So thank you so much to everybody who helped. We couldn't possibly put up all the pictures to show all the people who helped indoors and then outdoors a few days later to get the lights on. But it looks so beautiful in the evening. So I think on Christmas Eve when you come and you walk up the sidewalk with all the colored lights, it just looks really, really pretty. So we're very grateful for everything that just looks so Christmassy here throughout the building. We do have 2 more of our practice sessions for compassionate communication, and those will be this week, Wednesday, and then next week, Wednesday, and there is still space. So if you attended to one of the workshops to learn about compassionate communication, or you're familiar with it from another part of your life, please feel free to join for these practice sessions. It's a good way to just get real with what might happen in your life with communicating with others. And then, as Jeannie mentioned at the beginning, we do have the stocking stuffing next Sunday. And so just to give you a little bit more detail, if you are inclined to do this, the best way to do it is to go to the store with an age in mind, and then choose some items that will fit into a stocking. And I forgot to bring the stocking up. It's about this big. And then we will all gather in Foss Hall and put items into the stockings, and then Jeannie's team will carry them over to a precious child, and they'll be distributed to children in our community who might not otherwise receive gifts. So we're grateful for your generosity with that. Also, you're welcome to donate funds if you prefer to do that, and the link for that is in your weekly email update. And we are looking for people who are, excuse me one second, yes, Trudy? Age range 0 to 18. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Parking guides for Christmas Eve services will be very helpful. It'll be a little bit different this year because we are borrowing some space from next door this way. So if you would like to be the first face that people see when they come in, please speak to me or email me. I do have to duck out really quickly today for the memorial service, so probably better to email me. But it's very helpful to have several people out in the parking lot to direct people, and we can fit more cars in that way. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is Pat Foss has brought fresh greens from up the mountain. So they're out behind the bell wall, and she invites you to take whatever you might like to decorate your home or wherever. So those are outside. And who are our prayer chaplains today? Tink and Vicky. Thank you so much for serving our community in this way. It's when I first became familiar with Unity, I just thought that was such an amazing gift that every single week I could have somebody who knows so much about prayer and how to really channel spirit to be available to me. So please take advantage of that. And Karen is reminding me that the Good Grief group is meeting today after service. Thanks for that reminder, Karen. Okay, I think that's enough announcements. Oh, one more. For the weeks of Advent, instead of singing the prayer for peace, we are singing a Christmas carol. And then we'll do the prayer for protection. And so let's all stand and sing, O Come, Emmanuel.
Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captivity Israel. That morning lonely is out here until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, holy Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, holy Israel. Oh, come thou day spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here, and drive away the shades of night, and pierce the clouds and bring us light. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, holy Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, holy Israel. Shall come to thee, O Israel. you are.